If you were looking for an event to make you feel good, feel optimistic, maybe feel forgiven, and then to feel like you're not alone, we maybe have the very thing for you, because David McNabb is here from Teen Challenge, Adult and Teen Challenge of the Mid-South.
Right.
Getting us ready for the 2023 Freedom Celebration.
Yes.
And the freedom is freedom from addiction,
Addiction
right?
from anything that controls your life, Julie, that's causing you not to be the person that you're supposed to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
which that's going to be a long list of things.
It could be. It could be. Primarily for us, it's some manner of addiction.
Well,
yes.
because, yes, and of course you're seeing people at Teen Challenge who are often dealing with drug and alcohol
Yes, right.
addiction. But to the point, anything that keeps you from walking what you want your course to be.
Anything that somehow has crept into your life. It could be through trauma, it could be through some kind of circumstance in life of which you had no control, but somehow or another this thing has become is controlling your life, and it just controls your family, controls your ability to hold down a job, controls your sense of well-being and everything else. That's what addiction does. It's a very cruel enemy.
Within your role, or within the scope of Teen Challenge,
Right.
the people who come to live with you, they have to choose on their own to come. They have to kind of reach that broken point of saying, I've had it.
The phrase that we've always used is you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired of the way the life is. You know, yesterday was a horrible day, today's a terrible day, and tomorrow shows no better promise. And we want to get to a place where you've got hope, and tomorrow is going to be a better day because you're making steps today that's going to make that difference.
So it's one thing to sit around with a cup of coffee and talk to your friends about how this type of thing affects us all, or I wish we could do this, or why don't people see it this way.
Right.
It's something else to hear somebody who's a recognizable name talk to you about his or her own walk.
Right.
You've got that in the form of your guest speaker.
We do. Brant Hansen is going to be a part of our event on April 20th. He is a national syndicated radio host, podcaster, and as well as he has a book that he's written called Unoffendable. And so many folks who know Brant know that he's a very down-to-earth, very humble human being. And so I think we may even have a clip.
Yeah, can we set it up?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so the idea, it sounds like, is he's talking about his human way of getting ticked off. We all have our moments.
Exactly.
His happened to be a time when he was in the car, and then he had kind of a grounding moment. Is that right?
Exactly.
All right, here you go.
I'd get on, Interstate 95, and I can't believe somebody just cut me off. I can't believe these drivers. Really? Maybe I should believe it, because that's the way they drive all the time, and that's human life on this planet. Is people are naturally selfish and they do things that are wrong, and I know this particularly well because that's me too. And I wondered about how long am I supposed to be angry with people, and what I keep hearing about righteous anger, and I wondered aloud on the air one time, like, what makes my anger righteous? How do I know it's righteous? And it turns out, looking at the Bible, it's not righteous. It's not, because I'm a sinner and I've been forgiven, so I have to extend that forgiveness to other people.
Wow.
And our guys and girls at Teen Challenge, when they come in, one of the major issues they struggle with is anger, because decisions they made, things that have happened to them of which they had no control, and now they're acting out in this addiction out of a sense of, in some cases, righteous indignation. This happened to me, and so therefore I've got this right to destroy my life. And that's Brant's point, is that none of us, we're all sinners saved by grace, and the folks that come to Adult and Teen Challenge, they understand that there's a God who sees them. There's a God who knows them, a God who doesn't judge them based upon the decisions they've made. We're all fallible human beings, and so that's what the event's about.
So the book, Unoffendable, is the idea to say, don't let yourself be offended. Don't let everything offend you. Just find a way to pursue
At any
you.
given moment, Julie, we've got something to be offended about, and those are people you just don't like to hang around, to be quite honest. But he's proposing the idea that as a Christian, there's always opportunities, but the things that we've been forgiven of, that's a different story. I mean, we all have to deal with that in our own way.
Right.
And that's what the event's going to be about. I mean, if you love the ministry of Adult and Teen Challenge, it's going to be a night where you can come and hear some of the testimonies of the guys and girls who have been through stuff, the decisions that that they've made and now what God's doing in their lives. We had 37 guys and girls get baptized last year on our campus.
Wow.
We've got right now one of the largest populations we've had in the last 5 years on our campus. And so God's been good to us. And so it's going to be a night of celebration. It's our biggest fundraiser, obviously, this time of year.
Right.
But it's going to be a night that you can invite your friends to introduce them to the ministry. It's going to be a really fun evening.
So before I let you run, it's April 20th
Yes.
at Silverdale Baptist Church.
Right.
It is a fundraiser. Is it intended to be a formal fundraiser, or is this a laid-back fundraiser?
Oh, it's going to be more of a party atmosphere. At 5:30, we have a reception out in the lobby where you can come and be a part of that, and it's really laid back. But no, it's going to be just a fun, relaxed evening of seeing what God's done and setting some folks free.
So do you wear a tux, or can you come as you are?
Oh, come as you are. By
Okay.
all means. It's business casual, but yeah, tux, you'll be the only one there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, COVID changed a lot of things.
Oh my goodness.
And
don't
we
know.
had those conversations before because people I think they appreciate just the more relaxed feeling when they
Right.
come to these. I know you're going to have a big crowd.
We sure hope
that
so.
night. So you want to get your tickets early?
Please do. We got tickets on sale now at tcmidsouth.org. One of those little pop-ups will come up and that you can click on that and order your tickets. But
Okay.
yeah, we've got space available. Love to have you there.
And in case anybody's watching and they're not familiar, the minute I have left, you are adult and teen challenge.
Right.
But do you have to be 18?
At
to
least
come?
18, yes, 18 and above. We've got some folks now on the campus that are 60 years old. So
Okay.
it's anybody who's willing to make a break in their life and trust God with the addictions that they may be dealing with right now.
All right. Well, here is where you can get your ticket and hear more of Brant Hansen's keynote speech that night. He'll be happy to see you there as well. tcmidsouth.org is their website. If they go there, can they get their ticket that way?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. April 20th from 5:30 until 8. Come as you are. Just come hungry and ready to be inspired.
You'll be good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.